the Keystone of Equity. What if global health is not a crisis of medicine, but a crisis of information? What if rural Africa does not lack wealth, but visibility? In our latest Wyathi feature, we unveil how the principle of the Chabi, the keystone that holds an arch together, informs the Wahito Medical Center project in Siron, Laikipia West. Blockchain is not speculation. It is the architecture of justice. Health is information. Economics is encoded trust. We invite you to join the run where you are for Wahito movement in alignment with the Boston Marathon for Global Health 2027. Run, walk, cycle, wherever you are. Turn your miles into message. Create awareness that decentralized finance can build real hospitals. Obtain Actuate tokens via Uniswap, PancakeSwap, QuickSwap, Ubeswap directly from Actuate Foundation, or peer-to-peer via M-Pesa. Help place the keystone. Help build Wahito, the principle of Chabi and the Wahito Medical Center. An arch stands only when its keystone is placed. Without it, pillars strain in isolation. With it, gravity becomes strength. The principle of the Chabi teaches that unity is not poetic metaphor, it is structural necessity. The Chabi is the stone that transfers weight across the whole system. It does not dominate, it integrates. It does not coerce, it coheres. The Wahito Medical Center in Siron, Laikipia West, is such an arch. Two pillars rise before us. One is global knowledge, medicine, blockchain, distributed science. The other is local need, mothers in labor, children with fever, farmers battling hypertension, communities navigating informational collapse disguised as disease. Alone, these pillars cannot hold. Knowledge without capital remains abstract. Need without structure collapses under gravity. The Chabi is placed when unity becomes operational. Health is information, Wahito as signal. Health is not matter, it is information. A cell is a code. A heartbeat is a message. Disease is a breakdown of communication. The tragedy of rural Africa is not biological inferiority, but informational exclusion. Assets remain invisible. Rights remain unrecorded. Wealth exists as dead capital. Knowledge resides with communities while power rests elsewhere. Blockchain corrects this fracture. Where Newtonian economics measured motion, blockchain measures meaning. Where dailies tally loss in the rearview mirror, blockchain records living data in real time. It aligns knowledge with power. It converts surprise into trust. It turns invisible assets into visible capital. Wahito Medical Center becomes not merely a building, but a node in a distributed network of health intelligence. It is the embodiment of economic justice as the base layer of medicine. It is the conversion of dead capital into living wealth. The Chabi teaches that separation is illusion. Donor and patient are not strangers. Runner in Boston and mother in Siron are not disconnected. The universe is not outside us. It is expressed through us. When you obtain an Actuate token, you are not giving to another. You are stabilizing your own extended body, Stoic architecture, and inner sovereignty. The Stoics understood this unity. Marcus Aurelius wrote of the cosmopolis, the single living organism of humanity. The Stoic does not rage against the structure. He aligns with logos, the rational architecture of reality. He masters his perception and therefore participates in the harmony of the whole. The Chabi and Stoicism converge in responsibility. If the world mirrors consciousness, then injustice is not accusation but invitation. The Stoic does not lament fate, he acts within it. The Natia fellow does not pray to a distant sky. He emanates coherence into fractured systems. Wahito is not charity. It is discipline. It is the Stoic act of placing the keystone where gravity threatens collapse. The Boston Marathon for Global Health 2027, a ritual of unity. In 2027, alongside the Boston Marathon, a decentralized movement rises. Run wherever you are. Walk in Nairobi. Cycle in Amsterdam. Climb in Sao Paulo. Jog in Tokyo. Train in Atlanta. Move your body as testimony that health is information in motion. This is not symbolic fitness. It is embodied awareness. It is the restoration of signal in a world of noise. The run wherever you are movement exists to awaken global consciousness to blockchain as the new architecture of health financing. Each mile becomes message. Each heartbeat becomes broadcast. Each stride declares that global health equity is not a distant policy, but a distributed responsibility. Physical coherence mirrors informational coherence. As the Stoics trained the body to strengthen the mind, so we train the body to strengthen the global system. Decentralized fitness for decentralized finance. A planetary field of runners placing the Chabi in motion. Actuate token, the keystone instrument. To stabilize the arch, the keystone must be placed materially. You may obtain Actuate tokens through 1. Decentralized exchanges such as Uniswap, Ubeswap, PancakeSwap, or QuickSwap. 2. Directly from Actuate Foundation. 3. Through peer-to-peer markets using M-Pesa. This is not speculation. It is construction. Funds raised will support the building of Wahito Medical Center as a center of excellence for medical care in rural Africa, a living demonstration that economics is justice and health is information. Blockchain makes the invisible visible. It encodes trust. It formalizes rights. It disperses power centrifugally so that communities finance their own healing. Wahito becomes proof. From fragmentation to coherence. The Wahiti sees separation. The Natia fellow sees structure. When you run, you are not alone. When you acquire tokens, you are not investing, you are integrating. When you support Wahito, you are not assisting the distant. You are strengthening the field of which you are already a part. The Chabi dissolves fear because nothing threatens what contains everything. The Boston Marathon for Global Health 2027 is not an event. It is an enactment of unity. Wahito is not a clinic. It is a keystone. Blockchain is not technology. It is the mathematics of justice. Place the stone. Run wherever you are. Walk, cycle, move. Obtain Actuate tokens. Stabilize the arch of global health equity. The world is not held together by force, but by consciousness awakened to itself.